So as today we're looking at turning analog to digitals on a 24-hour clock, what we're going to do here is match the analog clocks with the digital times below. So you can see next to those clocks, they show AM or PM. So that, remember, is the 12-hour clock system. The 24-hour clock system, it doesn't have AM or PM. Rather than going up to 12, it goes all the way up to 24. So anything after 12 is PM, and anything before 12 is AM. So the first thing I'm going to do is read the clocks and state their times. So I can see this first one here. The shorthand is pointing at 7. Remember your colon. And then the longer hand is pointing at 2. Remember, every one number on an analog clock is 5 minutes. So the long hand would have started here and it's gone 5 minutes, 10 minutes. So this one shows 7:10 a.m. Let's look at this second clock here. This is obviously a PM. And if I look at the shorthand, it's just after 9. So I put that in first there, 9, and then my colon. And this time I can see the long hand has reached the number 4. So every one number is worth 5 minutes. So if it's reached the number 4, then 5 times 4 is 20. So that's 20 minutes. So that's 9:20 p.m. This next one is also PM. I can see the shorthand is right by the number 1. Now the minutes hand is by the number 2, and 2 times 5 is 10. So this one shows 1:10 p.m. And finally, AM. Now I can see the shorthand is just after 12. I'll use my colon there, and the long hand has reached all the way around to 9. Now remember, each number is worth 5, and 5 times 9 is 45. So this one shows 12:45 a.m. So those are the times set on a 12-hour clock system. So I have to find the digital times they match with on a 24-hour clock system. Now I know that anything over 12 is PM, so I can put those together. So these two are over 12, they're both going to be PM. These two are below 12, they're going to be AMs. Let's have a look at the PMs first. Right, this one is 21:20, so I can see the minutes match up with this one here. So I can match that one here. And I also know that anything after 12, for example, 9 p.m., you add 9 to the 12. Now 12 plus 9 is 21, and the minutes is correct. So this one matches with 21:20 on a 24-hour digital clock. Well, let's have a look at the other PM. Well, I know this one's going to go straight over to here. And the reason for that is that 1 p.m. is 1 hour after midday. So I can do 12 plus 1 is 13. I now have my 2 AM times. Now let's have a look at this one, because this is 45 minutes after midnight. If you remember from the previous video, anything between midnight and 1 a.m., we minus 12 to find what it is on a 24-hour clock. So 12:45, if I minus 12 away from there, it would be 00. So 00:45. This one shows 45 minutes after midnight, very fresh into a new day. Right, and finally, this one here obviously matches with 7:10 a.m. and it looks exactly the same. I don't have to change anything because it's before 12. So anything before 12 and is not between midnight and 1 a.m. is just shown as it is, but there is no need to write AM.